Hey guys, it's Rico4 here, Rico for short, and today I have another League of Legends match for you, this one featuring Amumu. This match was taken from a little bit ago. I'm not sure, I think this was a ranked match, not too sure, and I do want to point out that the enemy Nasus, I actually did play with him earlier before this match. But I think this was ranked. Not too sure though. So anyway, we are going to get started here, and I will be jungling. There was a bit of confusion because our Volibear did have Smite, and for some reason is starting off with a Ruby Crystal, but it should turn out alright. So I am playing Amumu, and the game has actually already started, and I did want a leash, in fact. Oh, this is a really weird match. I don't think this was ranked. Oh, it might have been. Oh, it is. Anyway, so I'm going to be jungling Katarina. We do have a Katarina player, Vayne, Gangplank, and Volibear. It looks like Gangplank will be soloing top, Vayne mid, and Katarina Volibear bottom. I personally would have preferred Katarina mid, but oh well. Can't really change people's minds in ranked. They're so crazy sometimes. Right, and on the enemy team we have a Sona player, Ahri player, Fiddlesticks, Lee Sin, and Nasus. And it will be 2v1 top for our Gangplank player, as they do not have a jungler. But look at this, Sona Nasus. That would be the weirdest pairing I've ever seen. I probably would have Fiddlesticks mid. What's bot here? This is Ahri Lee Sin. Okay, actually, I probably would've yeah. Alrighty. Rightio, so Amumu jungle, this is probably, in my opinion, one of the strongest jungles now. I mean, he's got a pretty good clear time with his Tantrum, Despair, Tantrum, and his passive, which I'll get to in just a moment. And it looks like I will be going for a level 3 gank at top, and I won't be going for level 4. Right, so he is able to have really quick clear, and his ganking is pretty good, but it's not as good prior to level 6. There's not really any damage or anything, but when he hits level 6, his ultimate is what gives him amazing ganking potential. And anyway, Gangplank's going to flash in for some awkward reason, put an ignite on, and I'm going to be able to bandage in and then get the kill and get first blood. Anyway, so here comes Nasus for some reason going up. Oh wait, it looks like Gangplank is pretty low. Anyway, he is going to try and get away from him, and he will be able to get away. Meanwhile, I am chasing. Oh, almost. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to go after him. And meanwhile, GP going in front of the turret for some really weird reason. And he's going to die. Rightio, so right now, a bit of a 1-for-1 trade, but I was able to get first blood. And I have no idea what I'm doing right now, so just bear with me. Alrighty, so it does look like I will be going mid for a gank now. Right, so his passive is an ability that actually helps him pretty well while jungling. Amumu's melee attacks reduce the magic resistance of his target by 15. This doesn't work like Magic Pen. Magic Pen, I'm not too sure. I think Magic Pen, and look at that bandage, just amazing. Anyway, so because I think Magic Pen just penetrates however much Magic Pen they have, and if they have like 0, then it will just penetrate until it reaches 0. But with Cursed Touch, it actually goes negative, as I should have probably showed you just then. Oh well. Because the ancient golems I know have 0 magic resist. I'm not sure about the other buffs. I don't think they have any magic resist. Anyway, so I am coming top for a gank here. Gangplank has got the slow. I am going to hit the bandage. Red buff has been applied. And GP just needs... Yep, there's the last Q. Meanwhile, Amumu going after me. Not Amumu, Nasus. And GP can't really do anything. I am going to miss my bandage. And now I am getting chased. Going to juke out of the brush really low. Going to flash into the minions. I am slowed by Nasus's Wither. Going to juke out of the brush. Use my bandage. 20 health. Can I make it out? And 1 basic attack. Bugger. Almost made it. Anyway, so GP needs 1 more Q. Oh, bugger. So it looks like Nasus I accidentally do give blue buff to, and that's not going to be good because that's going to help him be able to farm more and spam more against this GP. Anyway, so I did start off cloth armor, 5 health potions. Now I've got my first trip back. I bought a Philo Stone, boots of speed, and some health and mana potions. Right, so Amumu's Q, his bandage toss, is his main ability that makes his ganks, well, what they are. Amumu throws a bandage to a location. If it hits a unit, Amumu will pull himself to the enemy, stun him, and deal 80 well, set amount of magic damage plus ability power. See, so there's the radius, and I can't do it because I'm in LoLReplay. Anyway, so his W is Despair. I max this first, and I also start with it in the lower levels. As you can see, there it is, so negative 15 magic resist. So that's what I mean where when Cursed Touch goes negative. So Despair, nearby enemies take 6 well, damage plus a set sorry about this. It's a toggle, and nearby enemies take magic damage plus a percentage of their maximum health each second. Meanwhile, Katarina getting a kill. Anyway, so Fiddlesticks has popped his ultimate, and I am going to be able to stop Fiddlesticks' drain, and Katarina is going to be able to flash out and then come in for a Shanpo. Rightio, so here comes Lee Sin going after me, using all of his abilities and exhaust and ignite. I think this is a real waste. This isn't that good of a Lee Sin player. Anyway, so I have bandaged him, and I am really close to level 6, I should say. Anyway, so I am going to die because he wasted everything on me, the tank. That's really what you should do, yeah. And it is just going to be a 1-for-1 trade as Katarina gets the kill. Right, so his W I max first, and I get it first, even if I'm jungling or laning. I don't even know why you'd lane as a Mumu. I'm not too sure about it, but I don't know. I'm under the impression that it's a little weak. But yeah, it's probably one of his good skills. Probably not one of his strongest, but you know, it's still pretty strong. Anyway, so his E is Tantrum. It has a passive and an active. The passive, Amumu takes reduced damage from physical attacks. I do believe this goes up as you level it. So at level 1, it takes 2 reduced damage, but at level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, it goes up and up and up. And it's active. Amumu deals magic damage to the surrounding units. Each time Amumu is hit, the cooldown on Tantrum is reduced by 0.5 seconds. This is actually a pretty good active, as it does help with jungling, having it on a low cooldown. Anyway, so going to use my bandage, and unfortunately use my ultimate, but I did actually catch Lee Sin. I'm going to be able to take down Ari. There has been an exhaust on Lee Sin for some reason. And yes, I accidentally did use my ultimate. I wasn't meant to use it. Anyway, so I did bandage Lee Sin, and there is a GP ultimate going down for some reason. And I am going to be able to use my... Bloody hell. I don't know what I'm doing, people. The minion was in the way. I haven't even used my flash. Anyway, so there we go. I am going to be able to kill her, him. Sorry. And that's going to just help out. And here comes Ari. Oh dear. But she can't do too much. I am going to be able to flash out on 25 HP, drink a health potion, and just walk out of there like a boss. Oh yeah. Oh, when I went back earlier, I did pick up some wards. I forgot to say that. Wards win games, people. Anyway, so right now, they don't have a jungler, so I don't really have anybody against, but 3-2-3, not going too bad. Could do better. 28 CS, 31, sorry, that's shit. But then again, I haven't really been jungling too much. Katarina, 10 minions, not good at all. But 502, that's actually a pretty good score, and she does have a Medjais, so hopefully she will be able to get those stacks up. Meanwhile, there was a bit of a fight down in bot. Fiddlesticks came down, and so did Vayne, and I believe Lee Sin did die to Volibear. Volibear pretty low. Anyway, Vayne's going to be able to get Fiddlesticks. Vayne has popped her ultimate, going after Ari, help with that passive, fueling her speed. And Vayne's going to walk out while Katarina gets the kill with her bouncing blades. And right now, Katarina is on 5 stacks. So it looks like she got it when she was 402. Anyway, so that's basically our ranged AD count. Actually, no, I'll just count it as our AP mid. Their AP mid, 1 and 2, not too good, and 20 CS. So, as a Fiddlesticks, actually, so... actually, I've never lamed as Fiddlesticks, and that's probably really sad to you. But anyway, yeah, so... looks like, Katarina's winning her lane. Vayne, 101 with 42 minions. Everybody in this entire match is not going too good. Except maybe Nasus at 52, that's the most actually. Anyway, so I did cut top to gank. Both me and GP ultimates going off. Not a waste, I would say. Think it as both Nasus and Sona used their ultimates in that fight. Nasus just then and Sona earlier. And unfortunately, Lee Sin did kill Katarina. I think Katarina trying to go in and just biting a bit more off than she could shoot. Anyway, so here you can see negative 25 from the cursed touch, and I'm going to be able to steal that blue buff. Oh, and also I do now have a boots of swiftness and a heart of gold. So gold for 5 items. I normally buy on Amumu, and boots of swiftness because I prefer having the extra movement speed. If need be, I can go, for instance, say, Merc Treads or Ninja Tabby, but in this match I didn't really find it necessary. Anyway, so I am going to be able to get a bandage on this Ari. She has taunted me for some reason, and I'm going to be able to get away. So is Vayne, and Vayne's going to be able to pick up the kill. So we were able to tower it over. I was able to use my bandage toss, and then we were just able to follow up from there. Problem that Ari did was that she charmed me. I'm melee. She has more run speed. Well, she was able to get away more, and in fact, she was able to, I wasn't the one dealing damage to her. Sure, I was the one that, had the bandage and all that crap, but really, I'm not the one that's, dealing damage, and she should have done that to, me, but oh well. Anyway, so I am going to die here in the Fiddlesticks ultimate, but GP is going to have a nice ultimate and pick up the kill on Fiddlesticks while Vayne gets the kill on Lee Sin, as I believe Katarina was getting chased. Anyway, so right now I have some more health potions, a Giant's Belt, And unfortunately Ari is going to get a kill in mid against Vayne. Right, so did pick up a Giant's Belt. This was to build into a Warmugs. I wanted a Warmugs first. The way I normally go Warmugs and maybe a Sunfire, and then if the team is has got a fair amount of AP, even if they don't have actually a fair amount of AP, or magic damage I should say, I normally go for a Force of Nature. This is a great item as he has, it gives magic resist, health regen per 5, movement speed, and it also restores a percentage of your maximum movement speed, maximum health per second. If it was movement speed per second, that'd be awesome. Anyway, so I do believe there was a kill in mid. Katarina able to get a kill on Ari, so that's going to help get her stacks up. And unfortunately, GP is going to die bot, and that was a nice Sonar ultimate. I don't know. But that was the first time he died, and actually that was the first time he's went back to base, so yeah, see, straight up bought an Avarice Blade, Phantom Dancer, and Boots of Speed, so he was spending a lot of time up in top lane. Anyway, so I was coming up for a gank. I probably could take this Sonar if I say had red buff, but I don't know, I'm just going to go in, and she actually is going to walk into my bandage. Anyway, so going to use my ultimate now. Sonar going to use a heal. I know for a fact that her ultimate is down. Anyway, so she is going to juke out, but I do have my bandage now, and I'm going to use it late. I already picked up the kill. So, look at that. The power of tank Amumu, able to take down the enemy support. Oh, that sounds terrible. But, even though Amumu is the tank, and you should never focus tank, never leave him like alone in a sense. Like, don't just leave him out of the team fight, don't touch him or anything. I mean, go for the range, go for the AD carries, yeah, or AP, whatever. But when it comes to Amumu, always try and make it so like you push him out of the team fight, because that ultimate of his can just absolutely wreck him, and GP is going to fail his flash in the end, use his ultimate. Right now, Nasus is going to use his ultimate. We are going to dive him. GP tanking the turret, just going to go out of turret range before he dies, but he walked back in while it was still on him, and looks like nobody is going to be able to get the kill out of Nasus. Anyway, so I was waiting for Lee Sin to Q, and then I was able to take him down, flash over the wall, so he didn't Q to me earlier. Anyway, so look at that, almost done that Nasus, but it looks like he is going to be able to survive. Do you know why? Because just at the end, he had a dodge proc. And I do actually blame it on the Lee Sin ultimate, and actually thinking right now, the Lee Sin ultimate was another thing that stuffed it up. But right now, I think that it was just that dodge proc, if you could see earlier. That just pissed me off. Anyway, so rightio, so I sold my cloth armor, bought a ruby crystal and a regrowth pendant to build into, as I said, a Warmog's armor. I just need about 100 more gold, and that's going to make me extremely tanky and hopefully actually walk out of fights. Okay, so just going to speed this up just a tad. Not much happening. Katarina going to use her ultimate. Ari is going to flash out at around 400 or 500 HP. But it doesn't matter, as Katarina is going to be able to get the kill anyway on Ari. Anyway, so here comes Amumu, going to use my bandage, going to get him. And will I need to use my ultimate? Nah, it doesn't look like it. But I do actually pick up the kill using my tantrum. And I honestly have no idea what I'm doing right now. And look at this Nasus going after right into this team fight, and he actually did fail that Q. Right, so we are going to be able to just push down this turret and lag. And Nasa's going to be able to use his ultimate with Sona's ultimate. That's a nice ultimate. But I'm going to use mine while Katarina and GP use theirs. And that's going to be able to set us up really nice for 2 more kills. So, that's the good thing about having Amumu's ultimate. It can set up for other ultimates that... And unfortunately, I am going to die because I just walked back into that. So... that's the great thing about having an Amumu ultimate paired with people, say GP and Volibear's going to be actually able to get a kill. 1v2 against Lee Sin, wow. Anyway, and ultimates such as Katarina, Misfortune, Kennen, any of that. Anyway, so that's basically what Amumu is mostly known for, and that's probably why he is banned in ranked a lot, because his ultimate can just stuff people up so bad, and the enemy Fiddlesticks is actually going to DC. Anyway, so right now I do have my Warmogs, and he actually does reconnect, and I do have a chain vest into a Sunfire cape, it seems. Yeah, so I just need to check something in the chat. Alrighty, so yeah, that's the strength of Amumu. He's one of my top junglers. I actually recently bought the Little Knight Amumu. It was on sale. Personally, I would have preferred Emumu, but oh well. Anyway, so Vayne going to be able to get a kill here in this team fight, which I am not in for some reason. Nasa's going to get a kill on GP, and now Poppy's ultimate. Anyway, so Volibear going to be able to get a kill on Nasa's. Fiddlestick's ultimate, not really going to be able to kill anybody. Anyway, Ari has died, and that fear is going to be too much, and Ari is going to get a triple kill. And meanwhile, I am going to just come in right now and be able to get the kill on Fiddlesticks. Can I get this Ari? And it looks like I'm not going to be over. Anyway, going to go after, try and do something to this Lee Sin. I do have my ultimate if needed, as he did get the turret. And for some reason I'm going to use my bandage, going to be able to hit him. And he's just going to use his bloody Iron Will safeguard thing, and for some reason use his ultimate as well, so that was a bit random. Anyway, so it looks like now that Fiddlesticks has actually left the game, quit it, because, I don't know, he just couldn't, he just couldn't face his team, seeing how he died to my Amumu. Honestly, I have no freaking idea. And I did want blue, but looks like this GP just took it. Faggot. Anyway, so I don't actually think I talked about his ultimate. Bloody hell, I'm retarded. Anyway, so Katarina going to be able to get another kill, and let's see how many stacks. 7. So I only buy stacking items if I'm going positive in a really good way, like 936. I'd probably get it, but in the end I probably wouldn't even think about it and probably forget about it. Anyway, so his ultimate is Curse of the Sad Mummy. Entangles enemy surrounded units, and will I pop it up? And yep, there it is. So it does stun everybody in a radius, and that's going to be able to set up Katarina's ultimate, and that's going to be able to just let us take us down. And for some reason they are focusing Nasus, going to be able to get the kill. Volibear doing what he does best, which is chasing, and going to have his passive popped, and he's just going to be able to walk out. Meanwhile, GP actually going to get a kill on Lee Sin, and then be able to flash out on about 150 HP. Meanwhile, this Ari is pissing me off with that red buff and blue buff, but mostly that red buff, and I really want to go after her, but she has just too much HP. And we shouldn't fight this. Anyway, look at that GP damage. 500 damage. So that was pretty good damage, but yeah. Anyway, so Katarina ultimate already back up. Volibear going to be able to use his Q and then get the kill on Ari, and unfortunately I didn't get an assist. Sad face. But you know, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so Fiddlesticks coming in here. JP going to be able to get the slow on him, and Volibear's going to be able to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Vayne having to actually flash out as unknown Nasus went after him. Anyway, so this Vayne using her stealth well, actually wasting his time as he was looking for her because he was pretty low. Anyway, so I'm really low now. That GP ultimate missed because Volibear actually threw him the other way. Anyway, so Katarina going to Shampoo, use her ultimate, and be able to get the kill on Ari. So 3 for 2 trade there, but we did come out ahead. And that's just going to push us further ahead into this game. They only have 1 turret while we have all their base turrets. And the kills right now are 37 to 19. So right now, this game is looking pretty solid for us. We shouldn't have too much trouble. And we'll just see how this game goes on. And Sona just standing AFK with an Archangels. Hey guys, I'm really sorry that the game just stopped abruptly. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like she is AFK. My LoLReplay Client crashed, and when I tried to play the file again, it was corrupted, and I wasn't able to actually finish off the rest of the replay. So I'm sorry that that happened, but basically, we just were able to kill that Sona right there. Stupid person. And then after that, just have 1 or 2 more team fights, and then the Fiddlesticks DC'd, and we took the time, we took Baron, and then we were just able to push into their base, and then just absolutely smash them. So thanks guys for watching. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Leave a comment on who you would like me to play next. And yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.